And I talked about it all summer, but the plan was let's get every players taken care of. And after talking with him and Murray, then it's not that hard to figure out, but it's still the basis of what I said when I came here. Good, good team, good city, good owners. So it wasn't that hard.
One of the things I remember you talking about the day you came here is that unfinished business that you wanted to, lift.
I felt really obligated to Brad Tree in this. Right? That was when I came here. The promise I made we were going to get this straightened back out again. And it's not It's not just a straighten out 1 year thing, right? It's the long haul. It's like I said after the playoffs last year. In order to become you can get all these the things that are said from the outside and from all over the place, and people who don't watch you, stuff like that, they can have all the opinions and predictions they want, but in order to become a legitimate contender again, you have to do it over and over and over to get there. And the way you do that is you have to build it, and you have to establish either an identity or a style of play or a core group of players that are committed to the long term. All those things are involved in it, and I think that some ways I feel like I have a responsibility to be a steward in that.
So was the long haul always your plan when you came back here, or has that sort of changed as you've dug into it?
No, and I don't know, I shouldn't say long haul, but I just think that the commitment to making sure that the way you want to perform and the way you want the team to be successful in this league, the way you have to create that is something that it does take time.
Where is the team in that process, do you think?
I really like our team. It's quite honest. It's a mature group, that understands the whole process a lot better than they did 2 years ago. And that means there's been a big turnover in that group, which is, we obviously didn't expect that necessarily to happen this quickly, right? But I still really feel the foundation is there, right? And it takes time because the foundation types of player change.
Do you get the same reward out of coaching that you always like? Are you enjoying it as much as you always have?
Yeah, I think you take a different view of it. I think when you're young, you think you're the expert, and I tell myself the same thing I told a lot of young coaches. There's a lot of guys get offered jobs and they jump in and they get a 2 or 3 year contract, and in 2 to 3 years you never see them again. That means they weren't ready. 100%. So I'll talk to myself always about the experience and the success and the failures, all that, to make it work, and it works. Very simple. I mean, the way a head coach in the end is always what's the word? However you look at it, it's length is one thing. Regular season wins is another, and then playoff wins and championships. That's how in the end, that's how you're judged. Not in nothing else. It's got to do with age, organization, anything. That's how you're judged. So, as long as I know I'm all in on that, then I'm all in on that.
When you came here a couple of years ago, it was a completely different situation where it seemed like you were building a culture from the ground up almost. So how has your job description now changed? Because it seems like that culture, you've implemented it now. Has your function changed now that that's been implemented?
Again, it's stewardship in it. Very simple. I mean, it's not nearly where it's got to be to do it over and over and over. I mean, that's what our job is.
With all the new players that have come in this offseason, how has that affected your job in terms of upholding the culture and standard you want to bring in?
You know, we brought in really good people first. Like, I break it into 3 groups all the time. Good people, good teammates, good competitors. Right? That's how it works. And you got to check all 3 boxes. Very simple. And that's as honest as you can get. Doesn't matter what walk of life you're in or anything. It's you do those 3 things and you're in the right track. It doesn't mean you always win and you always lose. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means you check those boxes. You're doing the right things, and that's you can always chest out, chin up.
You celebrate with a steak tonight, or do you have to go home and cook a turkey?
No. I hopefully see my grandchildren this weekend. It's good for players to get a day off. They've had a long camp. We started our first day of the phase 3 of our camp today, so today's a work day, tomorrow's day off, and Monday we'll do some work in here, and guys can enjoy Canadian Thanksgiving, and then we get 2 good work days, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then start against the champs.